And we're going to continue our discussion about money and dealing with the whole aspect of consciousness and awareness when it comes down to money. So, let's get into the word here today. Okay. How's that size of that font?
That's good.
Is that even better?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Prophet Kelly, begin reading here. And we're going to start reading here, don't blab. And let's see what is said here. Read on.
Some men have a foolish habit of telling their business secrets. If they make money, they like to tell their neighbors how it was done.
Good, hold on a minute. Prophet Deborah, here they begin to share something here which I believe is important that we understand that there are secrets to wealth and secrets to prosperity. So we're going to be looking at this out of this book and in the Prosperity Bible. I believe, I need to get the page number of this page here. And it looks like it's 811. And we want you to, good, 811. And these are just some real keys here. And this is going to be coming out of the, this one here is going to come out of The Secret of Success. And this was written in 1907 by William Walker Atkinson. And William Walker Atkinson is a very powerful thinker, as you'll see in some of the points in this book. Okay. But Prophet Steph, this is very interesting what he says here. But read on, Prophet Kelly.
Nothing is gained by this, and oftentimes much is lost. Say nothing about your profits, your hopes, your expectations, your intentions, and this should apply to letters as well as to conversation. Goethe makes Mephistopheles say, never write a letter nor destroy one. Businessmen must write letters, but they should be careful what they put in them. If you are losing money, be specially cautious and not tell of it, or you will lose your reputation.
Wow, now that's very interesting. If you're losing money, don't tell it. Okay, so preserve your integrity. Read on.
It is more precious than diamonds or rubies. The old miser said to his sons, get money, get it honestly, if you can, but get money. This advice was not only atrociously wicked, but it is the very essence of stupidity. It was as much as to say, if you find it difficult to obtain money honestly, you can easily get it dishonestly. Get it in that way. Poor fool. Not to know that the most difficult thing in life is to make money dishonestly.
Good. Now, this is very interesting, and I like the way he makes this point here. It says, the most difficult thing in life is to make money dishonestly. And it will always become the most costly. Read on.
Not to know that our prisons are full of men who attempted to follow this advice, not to understand that no man can be dishonest without soon being found out, and that when his lack of principle is discovered, nearly every avenue to success is closed against him forever. The public very properly shun all whose integrity is doubted. No matter how polite and pleasant and accommodating a man may be, none of us dare to deal with him if we suspect false weights and measures. Strict honesty not only lies at the foundation of all success in life financially, but in every other respect. Uncompromising integrity of character is invaluable. It secures to its possessor a peace and joy which cannot be attained without it, which no amount of money or houses and lands can purchase.
All right. So we begin to see something very interesting here when we start to look at some areas concerning empowerment and the whole concept of making money honestly and operating out of a sense of great integrity. Now, let's look at something else here. Let's look at avoid debt. Begin reading.
Young men starting in life should avoid running into debt. There is scarcely anything that drags a person down like debt. It is a slavish position to get in, yet we find many young men, hardly out of his teens, running in debt.
All right, I want everyone to type inside the chat room that are with me. Get out of debt. Get out of debt. Read on.
He meets a chum and says, "Look at this. I've got trusted for a new suit of clothes." He seems to look upon the clothes as so much given to him. Well, it frequently is so, but if he succeeds in paying and then gets trusted again, he is adopting a habit which will keep him in poverty through life. Debt robs a man of his self-respect and makes...
Good. Hold it right there. So I want everyone right here to type in debt robs a man of his self-respect. What does debt do?
Rob a man of his self-respect.
Robs a man of his self-respect. And make him do what?
And despise and makes him almost despise himself.
Okay. Read on.
Grunting and groaning and working for what he has eaten up or worn out, and now when he is called upon to pay up, he has nothing to show for his money. This is properly termed working for a dead horse. I do not speak of merchants buying and selling on credit, or of those who buy on credit in order to turn the purchase to a profit. The old Quaker said to his farmer son, "John, never get trusted. But if thee gets trusted for anything, let it be for manure, because that will help thee pay it back again."
Wow. In other words, there's a purpose for it.
Yes.
Read on.
Mr. Beecher advised young men to get in debt if they could to a small amount in the purchase of land in the country districts. If a young man, he says, will only get in debt for some land and then get married, these two things will keep him straight, or nothing will.
Now that's very interesting because he's talking about getting in debt for the purpose of building a family. And he's also talking about getting married, which means coming into responsibility. So, how many of us get into debt? See, it's one thing to get in debt for real estate. It's another thing to get in debt for clothing and for things. Because at least real estate or the purchase of land puts you in a place of status. And so, therefore, everyone should know of the importance of owning a home, buying a home. And just think what would have happened if we would have had this knowledge. If all of us would have had this knowledge. Maybe many of you in the chat room did. At the age of 15 or 16, then we would have come out of school knowing what to do with money instead of wasting money. Amen. Okay, read on.
This may be safe to a limited extent, but getting in debt for what you eat and drink and wear is to be avoided.
Good. So to get in debt for what you eat, drink, and wear is to be avoided. So let us understand the wise use of money as we're beginning to understand these spiritual laws. Read on.
Some families have a foolish habit of getting credit at the stores, and thus frequently purchase many things which might have been dispensed with. It is all very well to say, "I have got trusted for 60 days, and if I don't have the money, the creditor will think nothing about it." There is no class of people in the world who have such good memories as creditors. When the 60 days runs out, you will have to pay. If you do not pay, you will break your promise, and probably resort to a falsehood.
Okay.